This is Out Loud and Laughing.
Welcome back, Chosen Fam, for another episode of Out Loud and Laughing. You know, we love bringing you people who aren't afraid to carve out their own lane, but today's guest is doing that while looking damn good doing it. He is an actor, an adult film creator, a digital powerhouse, and someone who is completely rewriting the script on what it means to be unapologetically sex positive and fiercely ambitious. He's taken the entertainment world by storm on his own terms, all while keeping his eye on the mainstream prize. Grab your iced coffees and get ready to fall in love. Please welcome to the pod the incredibly talented Zane Kazan. Welcome, Zane.
Hi, it's so great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, Zane, we are so stoked you're here. Honestly, our team over here at Out Loud and Laughing has been diving deep into your socials and your content, and the energy you bring is just unmatched, right? But before we get into the industry talk and big entertainment dreams, we want to start from scratch. A lot of our chosen fam might be meeting you for the first time today. So, where are you currently based out of, and what does a typical day in the life of Zane look like right now when you're not in front of the camera?
Totally, yeah. So right now I'm in New York. I've been up here for just about a year and a half. So I moved here from Atlanta, but this is my sixth state that I've lived in, so I've been all over. A current day in the life is all over the damn place for me. So all over the place. So I just recently launched my menswear company, Helio Menswear. So at the moment, that takes up most of my day. So I've been doing like 12 to 16-hour days just working on the business. So, I do everything. So we do all the marketing, the photo shoots, all the branding, working on actual like the new pieces, developments, all that stuff. So most of that's my day to day. I do also, all my OnlyFans and social media stuff. So writing all of that, building all the fun behind the scenes personality, and getting stuff set up and all the kikis out for the boys.
You're
We
busy.
we get it.
hmm
Taking it back a little further though, did you always know you wanted to be a performer? Like were you the kid putting on shows in the living room like John and I, or did the craving for the entertainment world hit you later in life?
So I was always a crazy little powerhouse. So I was a gymnast for a long time. Basically like almost Olympic level. So like I always had a lot of energy. So running around the house, doing crazy things. I did cheerleading, so I was always in front of a crowd. And then I started go-go dancing the day after my 18th birthday.
Yep.
So I've been in front of large groups of people for very long periods of time. Um, Doing the adult industry kind of just fell into my lap while I was go-go dancing. So I kind of knew I wanted to do it, and then I found an in and fell in love with it.
What was that like? Was it like you were working, somebody came up to you, put a dollar bill in your pocket, or put a
hmm
dollar bill or like a card in your G string or something?
He was smart enough to give me a five.
Oh,
Okay,
So
good, good. Yeah, a dollar doesn't
so we
open up
started
a
some
conversation.
conversation,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so it was someone who owned a studio out in Atlanta, and it was for Chrono Media. So he
Mhm.
approached me at one of the bars I was working at in Atlanta, and basically was like, "Hey, you're super hot. I think you'd be great for one of my studio scenes." And I was like, "You know what? Totally down." So I shot with him, which is actually how I met my current best friend and roommate, Oliver Carter. And we shot a nice little gangbang, and
Hot.
the rest is history.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
here for it. I'm here
Mm-hmm.
for all the gangbang shootings.
Yes. Always my favorite. Those always do the best for me. Everyone loves them.
Is
Yeah.
is Atlanta known for filming a lot of adult industry films? I probably I just don't know.
It's a little all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes, like we had a few that were originating out there. The scene is a little chaotic out there. It's a very big like party scene. People get into a lot of things. So like a lot of filming just like happens there.
Mm.
The biggest parts now are mostly New York, California, and Vegas. A lot of studios have moved out to Vegas just for financial reasons,
Yep.
but Atlanta's got a nice little side to it.
Well, it sounds like you've been on your way. It sounds like you've been busy. I mean, 16 hour days are not for the faint of heart, but you've also been very vocal about having these big dreams in the traditional entertainment world, from acting and modeling and really making a name for yourself. While at the same time, you've navigated a massive journey in this adult industry, the adult content creation space. So here we are, out loud and laughing. You're here. We're curious to know in a world that loves to put people in rigid boxes, how do you balance holding on to those mainstream entertainment goals while staying completely authentically yourself and like to your sex positive brand, right? With Helio and all of those things.
Totally. So I'm I'm a very driven person, very big goals. Like my goal is always to have like I wanted my net worth at 1 million before I turned 26. So, milestones to get there. And I got like 7 degrees in college, and 5 of them were in basically business. So I run everything in my life like a business. So I'm always trying to find a new trajectory, trying to find new ways to grow things. And a lot of that is just running around and I always keep a positive attitude with anything. I've honestly been screwed over so many times in every aspect of every business that I've ever been in. Um, but I read a lot of books, and I kind of have just learned that there's never a reason to keep a bad attitude. So even if someone fucks me over, I had like my first company that I hired for my swimmer business. I lost 7 months of time and about $50,000. And that's a big hit, but at the same time, it's like if I just like sit on it, it's not going to do anything for me. So a lot of just lessons learned, keep it moving, and just keep the uphill.
I love that.
What's one of your goals for the clothing company now that you've started it?
The goals have changed a lot.
Yeah.
So we ran into a lot of issues. My goal is to have the net worth in a million before I turn 26. So I'm 25 right now. I turn 26 March of next year. So a lot of that was, building the sales, building marketing, just trying to get that uphill trajectory, and using my platform to help manage that. Not a lot of things are tying over, and
Mm.
we've also ran into 9 million issues with any marketing because we matched the skin tones too well. So Meta basically took down every single ad that I've ever built
Oh,
because they
yep.
think everyone's naked. So if they don't think they're naked, they just mark it as sexually explicit because it's underwear is swimwear. So things have changed a lot. So it's a lot of like I'm scaling back a little bit, and it's just spending more time less on like sales focus and more on like learning the industry and like matching what my other competitors are doing. So, we're still hitting certain goals and trajectories, but it's more just figuring out a lot more of the schematics of my actual landscape before just like trying to throw things out.
Yeah, I love that, and I want to hear more about the Helio brand. But I find it so wonderful that you mentioned how important having a good attitude is. You're so young, yet you seem so wise. Where do you get some of that from?
Um, my goal for a very long time was to try to be the smartest person in the room. So I read like 1 to 3 books a month. A lot of like my entire Instagram feed is AI, marketing, management, dealing with people, psychology. I spend most of my time trying to just better myself all throughout. So that's definitely helped me keep a positive attitude because especially whenever you read a lot of stuff, it's like, how to manage that, how to manage other people, what other people are going through, and you never just want to hold on to that. So I just keep a positive attitude all the time, never let anything linger. And like, if I have a bad attitude, give me a day, let me do some running around. I'll step out in the city and come back all good.
Love
Mhm.
it.
Where did you go to school?
Scottsdale Community College. Yeah. So I got all basically like associate's degrees. There was no reason for me to get a bigger degree than that because I knew I was going to work for myself. This is my
Yeah.
fourth business I've owned. So I knew I wasn't going to go to a 4 year college and spend a bunch of money that I wasn't going to use.
Yeah,
Zane, no
100%.
one no one has ever asked to see my degree. But I think that like what you just said about being the smartest man in the room, continuous learning, all of those things are going to take you super far. Yeah.
I'm hoping so. It's looking good so far.
It's not what you learn, it's what you do. That's what
Right.
you know?
Absolutely.
Um, what we love about you is though you also do carry yourself with zero shame, right? Like you own your body, your sexuality, your business. And for a lot of people in our chosen fam, unlearning sexual shame is a lifelong hurdle. Did that radical sex positivity come naturally to you? Like what was it like growing up? Obviously you said that someone approached you to do this. Like what was the process of kind of shedding that and being like, no, I'm fucking sexy and I will do what I want to do because I enjoy it, you know?
I think it started pretty early. I grew up in a very small town in Illinois, and I was one of 2 gay people in our entire city. So, like, very closeted, very quiet, very hush hush. And then whenever I got on Team USA for gymnastics, we moved to North Carolina. And at that point, everything changed. Like I said, I started go-go dancing the day after my 18th birthday. And kind of as soon as that happened, it was like, you know, you're young enough. People are throwing money at you because you're hot. It boosts your ego a little bit. So I kind of just took it and ran with it. And, at some point, whenever I was little Twinkie, I was like, okay, the more energy I put into my body, into my mental health, into communicating with people and, figure out better ways to talk to just the masses, then I just get hotter and hotter and hotter, and more people want to talk to me, more people want to throw money at me.
There you go.
So I really
Love
just,
it.
I feel like keeping the, um, it's not something that just like other than me kind of just like falls into your lap with getting, that sexual comfortability. I was put on a stage in underwear for 8 years. So not everyone gets thrown into that capacity. So I feel like for other people, it's really just putting yourself out there, like getting in uncomfortable situations that you wouldn't normally get into and just seeing how it goes because 90% of the time it's not going to be as bad as you think.
Yeah. Well, and I have a follow-up question because when anyone's watching any sort of content online for self-pleasure and you see like a scene that's 10 to 12 minutes, I need to know, Zane, what was that 10 to 12 minutes? Was that a full day of filming? Like what I need the behind the scenes on this.
It really depends. So it depends on if you're doing like studio work versus content creation,
Okay.
So like I've been doing I just started editing more of my videos and there's like if I have someone filming for us, we could do a full 45-minute scene straight through. Like maybe one or two breaks. If you're doing studio work, that is a whole different story. So we shot a scene yesterday that was normally you do like 5 minutes per position. So it was a three-way. We had, let's just say like 25 minutes. We were there for probably 4 hours. Yeah. So it's a lot of you gotta stay hard, you have to stay
Yeah.
clean, you have to,
Right.
know where your lighting, your camera, all this stuff is. So it's a long day, especially if you have B-roll that you have going on, which is why like content creation is great because you get in, you do your due diligence, and then you can get out.
Right.
But studio is completely different. And it does depend on the studio.
Man, I don't watch those kind of videos, Zane. Um,
Yeah. Right. Right.
so when I'm not watching those later, I won't be thinking about that. But
Right.
I'm just kidding. Oh, fascinating and completely understandable. So thank you for going into the rooms and doing it because I'm not going to do that today, unfortunately.
I'll take your spot. I got it.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And you look damn well doing it. But hey, I have a question. When you look at the landscape of media now, what's the dream role, right? Like, what's the project that you're manifesting for yourself next? And what's the mountain that you're currently climbing outside of a 4-hour production day or 25-minute scene in 4 hours?
So for right now, I'm switching over a lot of what I'm doing for my actual brand.
Mhm.
So because I've been doing this a pretty decent amount of time, I'm trying to remarket myself and put myself in different segments. So a lot of times creators kind of don't get me wrong, this industry is a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And like honestly, the behind the scenes stuff that people don't see is what takes up most of our time. The filming, we can get that done in 45 minutes, an hour,
Sure.
be totally good. But then we have hours of editing, hours of trailers, uploading, all this stuff. And that takes so much time and energy. So right now, what I'm doing to switch my branding is basically like all of my content that I've built up over the years. Cause I post on my platforms once a week for a new film. So anything that's over a year old, we're reposting to every other platform. So
Mm,
I run most people just have OnlyFans or sometimes just for fans. I'm running 9 platforms. So it's a lot of work to try to get all those uploads to every single platform. But as your old content comes out, new people get to see it. New people get to be, transcribed over to your paid platforms. Plus, you can get, a little bit of paid here and there from those platforms. So my ideal right now is basically to reintroduce myself to the masses rather than the people who are subscribed only to me.
That is helpful to know and understand. And Zane, I have to tell you, we could honestly sit here and unpack your mindset all day. I love you're driven, you're motivated, you have it all going on. You're fascinating. But in Out
Thank
Loud and
you.
Laughing, we have a sacred time honored tradition. We like to strip away the deep talk, turn up the heat, and see how fast your reflexes really are. It's time for a little game we like to call This or That, the Uncensored Edition. It's time for another round of This or That, the unhinged get to know you game. So, Zane, no overthinking, just the first five that hit your spirit. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to kick it off today. So, would you prefer a DM slide or meeting out in the wild?
Ooh, meeting out in the wild.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In New York City?
Honestly, anywhere you find me out.
Is it
Love it.
easy to meet people in the wild anymore?
I honestly prefer it. I'm a people person. Being a
Yes.
go-go dancer for as long as I've been, you're forced to talk to people, so it's not too hard for me. And I get like anywhere between 1 to 600 texts a day. So a
Yeah.
DM is it's cute to look at, but
That's a lot of
Right.
work. It's like
That's a
another
lot of work.
job.
Right.
Okay, switching gears. LA Sun or New York City Hustle?
New York City hustle, hands down. Not to
Something
say I don't
about it.
like LA, but I don't like LA.
I feel like things are, yeah, I feel like things are getting done in New York.
Right. That's the one thing I hate about LA is people are not about their time. People are
Yes,
flaky. In New York, you got a place to be. People are there 5-10 minutes early, even if the trains
correct.
are running late.
It's so true. I lived in LA and I left because I wanted the New York City energy because I'm like, I'm a
Yeah.
hustler. And
Hustler,
in
baby.
LA, it's just, I don't know, a little softer.
Right. Mhm.
Love it. Okay, switching gears. Are you into scruff or no scruff?
Ooh, I like it a little scruff. If you got
Okay.
that, like, I love me a daddy with like a trimmed chest hair, a little something going on here. Like, ooh, if you got one of those thick beards, I'm riding it.
Love it. Eddie.
hmm
That's so fun. Okay. Do you prefer the perfect butt or the perfect chest?
Perfect chest, all the way.
Wow, and you see a
Absolutely.
lot.
Well, because Zane has the
hmm
perfect butt
I know.
already.
He's the
Right,
butt guy.
right. And
Yeah.
it gives me a little something to grab onto. We love some handles.
That's so
Zane,
true.
is your butt part of your rebrand?
It is. I mean, it's always been a part of the brand, but
Yeah.
it keeps kicking back, so we're rebranding with it.
I
Hold on,
love
I have
it.
a quick side question then. Like, what's the workout routine to keep the butt?
Ooh.
I don't do leg day.
See?
I hate leg day.
Same.
That's the only day that I sweat, and I don't sweat. I'm too pretty for that.
Right.
So I do my small workouts, my little like kickbacks and little light things, but
I hate a
most of the
lunge.
workout comes from the bedroom. So
That's true, actually. That's a
That's
workout in itself.
it is a workout.
the kind of workouts I'm here for. Are you into a night out at the clubs, or are you more of a cuddling on the couch kind of
I'm somewhere in between. I've always been in the nightlife, so that's always my trajectory. But recently, because I'm stuck working 10, 12 to 16 hours, home doesn't sound too bad.
Right. I agree. Okay. This one always gets a very visceral reaction. Do we prefer a shower or a bath?
Ooh, I'm a shower person. I am very quick with my time, so I shower in like 2 minutes flat. I like to be in and out and on to the next thing.
Well, that is good. I do not. I will spend 20 minutes if I can.
Beautiful.
Oh,
All right. Are we going to go a fruit of the loom brief or a Helio jockstrap?
Helio jockstrap, baby, all the way.
Oh,
We
tell
love
us
it.
why.
They're toned, they're tight, beautiful fabric. She's comfy, and it highlights all of your curves.
And you don't have to do leg day.
that
Right.
part.
The jockstrap leg does it for you.
There you go. I love it.
The marketing ads are writing themselves.
Yes, they
Okay.
are.
Okay, for those who haven't seen your content, Zane is a baseball player. Zane, when you're playing baseball, are you pitching or catching in the game?
On film, I am catching. Personal
Oh.
life, I actually pitch a lot.
See?
Mhm.
You-
So
Most
you
people
play
don't
the
see it
field.
though.
Mm.
I do play the field. I've been known to be in all positions.
I love
Quite
that.
literally a pitch hitter. Like a pitch
Mhm.
hitter. Like you're just
Mhm.
taking it for the
Right.
team. I
Just
can
put
go
me
all
in,
day.
coach. I'll be there.
me in, coach.
Oh, with all seriousness aside, though, I mean, that's quite funny. But I have to ask, as our last this and that question, or this or that question, would you rather be remembered for your incredible talent or your massive heart?
Massive heart, and I feel like people love me for my talent, but I go out of my way to be the nicest person to everyone, and everyone remembers me just because I go out of my way to be as compassionate as possible. So I feel like that is why I will be remembered, but you see the rest, it's kind of hard to forget that too.
Good answer,
Man,
though. I love that.
Great answers. Zane, you are absolutely a breath of fresh air. Thank you for being so vulnerable, so fun, and so incredibly real with us today. You're a reminder to our community that you can own every single part of who you are without a
I love it. Okay, Chosen fam, if you haven't already started following Zane's journey, go do that immediately. But Zane, where can everyone find you online, support your work, and also follow your new company?
Totally. Yeah. So on Instagram, it's Zane.Kazan. On everything else, it's just Zane Kazan. And then all the links are already in my bio, but it's Helio Menswear, CO.
love
We'll
it. Go
include
check it
that
out.
as well, guys. Yeah.
Thank you for listening, Chosen fam. Stay loud, stay laughing, and always own your own truth. We love it. We love you. We mean it.
Bye.
Bye.
This was Out Loud and Laughing.
We're available everywhere you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.